Okay, welcome back to Excel 2016. In this lesson, we are going to look at VLOOKUP. VLOOKUP is very popular. It's a very popular Excel feature. It stands for vertical lookup because what that means is that you can use one of the numbers, which is the leftmost number, in this case the ID number, to find any other, to output any other number to the right. You can use the ID number 2154, for example, to find the first name, the last name, the branch, the email, and so on and so forth. So it's a vertical lookup, right? So how do we do this? So here at the top here, this is our table, this is our lookup table. For each of these sections, we can actually impute the formula. So whenever we change this number here to reflect any of these employee numbers, it will give us the information that we have here. So let's do that. Let's click on the cell for the last name. That's where we're going to impute our data. So, and go to Formulas tab and click on Insert Function. We find VLOOKUP, click OK, and it's asking us now, what is your lookup value? What value are you looking up? Where would that be? So the lookup value is going to be the employee ID here. Okay, I'm going to absolute reference that with the F4 key. What is the table array? The table array is all this table or the database that is going to be looked up by Excel. So from here to the right to hourly pay and down. That is the table array. Again, we're going to absolute reference this. And what column index? The output number, the column index is the column number in the table array for which the matching value should be returned. Where is which column? What is the number from the left that we are looking for? So we're looking for the last name, and from left to the right, the last name is number 3. 1, 2, 3. So we're going to enter 3 here. And what is the range lookup? The range lookup is the logical value to the closest match in the first column, sorted in ascending order, true or false. So essentially it's asking us, do you want a relative value? Let's say, for example, if I type in 2154 and it doesn't exist, should I give you something like 2155 or 2157? The answer is no. So I'm going to say, give me 0 or give me nothing if you cannot find what I'm looking for. And to do that, I'm going to enter false here. Okay, and I'm going to click OK. Right about that, we have Mario as the last name here. And if we look at 2154, it says Mario. How about we change this to let's try to see this is working and maybe change this to 2156, and then we have Tacho. Okay, so let's return to 2154. So it's working. So what about the first name and the branch name and the period? We can do that for all of them, right? We can autofill, and then unfortunately when we autofill, there is a problem. It doesn't Mario is not the first name, neither is the branch name or the pay rate. So if we click on this, you can see what the problem is when we look at the formula bar. The formula bar keep referencing column 3, which is the last name. That's why you have Mario there. So in order to change that, for first name will be column 2. So we're going to change 3 to 2 and enter. That's why we have Ivy. And Mario, the branch number, the branch is what column? 1, 2, 3, 4. The branch is column 4, so we're going to change 3 to 4. Enter. And the pay rate is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The pay rate is 9. So if we click on that, click on the pay rate and change the column number to 9. Enter. And then you see that it's $14. So there you have it. What we have here is the different ID number returning output looking at the vertical information that we have here. So let's change the employee ID to something else. Let's say 2399, enter, and 2399 is Ahmed Ado, and the branch is BV, and it's making $70.50. All right, so the last one will do. What if we have a number that doesn't exist, an employee number that does not exist? What happens then? So let's try that. Let's say 3000. You can see that it's telling us that this not applicable. This is good for us because we understand the data, but the problem is if you send this information to someone who doesn't understand what's going on, they may not really know what's happening here. So we can change this to something more meaningful, right? And in order to do that, we can tell Excel that if there's an error like this, show something that will tell it to show. For example, if there's an error, instead of showing number not applicable, you can say employee does not exist, so that at least someone who's looking at this data can look at it and say, okay, I know what's going on here. So in order to do that, we use something called the if error function. We click on the equal sign, between the equal sign and the VLOOKUP sign, and type in if error. Okay, open bracket. So click on the if error, just click in there, and then click on the insert function, and this dialog if error function argument box will come up. So type in what you want to type here. You can say, as I said before, employee does not exist. Okay, don't forget to put the quotes, to wrap it with a quotation, and we click OK, and that is what we get here.